Hey everyone, and welcome to another All About RVs video. Today we're going to take a look at a brand new 2023 Salem 36VBDS travel trailer. We're going to take a few minutes, walk you through the inside and outside of the RV, then we'll close it up at the end and show you what it looks like closed as well. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, guys, we're now up inside the brand new 2023 Salem 36VBDS here. We're gonna spin our way through and then head back outside. So first things up on changes for the new Salem lineup. So you have new floor, so a different pattern here. We also do not have carpet in the slide out anymore. They went to that new woven material. Well, it's not really new, but new to them. Woven material that they use on a lot of pontoon boats and stuff. So nicer setup here on the slide floor as well. Cabinet colors changed up quite a bit. Fireplace is still an electric fireplace, basically a fancy electric space heater, but they went to a mirrored front, so it looks a little different than last year's version. Furrion soundbar up top here, so you got a little built-in radio set up, or you can also plug in your TV that you put in here and set that up as well. Plenty of room here for a larger TV. On the wall there, it is pre-prepped for the King wiring up here. You can kind of see this over here. It's a Wi-Fi setup, Wi-Fi extender kind of thing. So it's pre-prepped, that goes to the roof section. And then down here you have your satellite slash cable slash antenna booster setup right here, depending on what you're hooked up to. Check out the cool front bedroom here for the kids, or maybe an extra adult here. But this right here, again, new floor setup throughout here. Cabinets are all different color. On the left here, you have the stow and go little tubs down below here in that cabinet. There are TV hookups up here on the ceiling, and it's backed on the wall there to accept a TV. There's USB charger ports there on the wall as well. The window on the left does open. Now you can see here in the picture popping up, this bottom bed will flip out. So you basically have a full-size bed here for somebody to sleep on. Couch during the day, bed at night. Up top here, they're currently in up mode, but you can pull those down and you got a couple bunks as well. So you could sleep 3 or 4 people in this room alone pretty well. And then you have a sliding pocket door that comes across to block it for privacy. Some USB charger ports there on that wall. Light switch on the wall here on the right. Now they are still using the Malibu furniture color that they had last year, and you do have the little lounge area as well. So this right here has storage underneath the sofa. You got more of those tubs. That sofa will flip down and make into a bed, and so will the dinette. So you'd have one big long super bed. So you could sleep, 2, 3, 4 people, depending on the length of them, on this area alone. Down below the dinette area there, you also have storage with the tubs. So you can set this up in the VersaLounge mode. You could set it up, with the traditional sofa and booth dinette, depending on how you want to do it, just by flipping the back cushion around. So pretty cool little setup. High-rise spring sprayer faucet here. Double bowl sink. Some overhead cabinets. The window behind the stove does open. 3-burner stovetop, flip down oven door, has the glass front, light built in as well, little light up knobs. And over on here you have 3 drawers that pull out, and then you also have some storage underneath the sink. Refrigerator wise, you have a 18 cubic foot Whirlpool refrigerator. It is strictly electric. And then over here, you do have a little pantry area. One other thing, which we'll go over a little more detail here shortly when we come back in, but you got your slide buttons, awning buttons, some light switches. We'll go over this stuff, but a little dimmer switch as well. So you can tap the switch to turn off the lights, or you can actually hold it in and it will dim and raise the lighting as well. I don't know how well that shows up in the video, but we'll find out. On the wall here, thermostat, digital thermostat for your air conditioner and your propane furnace. Now, there is the ability to order this with 2 air conditioners. This one was ordered with 50 amp electric service, so it's prepped for 2 airs, but the second air was not installed on it. If you do install the second air, it'll go back in the bedroom when we get back there. I'll show you that. All right, bathroom area here. We are on to a little shower area here on the right. So step-in shower. See how good we can do this here. Plenty of room on the right for some towels and washcloths and things to go here. Skylight up above, a little vent fan up here as well. Slide across heavy-duty vinyl curtain. And then looking back toward the front here, let's close this door. Porcelain foot flush toilet. Some open storage underneath the sink area there. And then more storage above the back of the toilet area. And you have your little medicine cabinet area over there. So I know it don't look like it on camera, but this is actually a pretty big and roomy bathroom. Plenty of room to get in here, get undressed, take a shower, and not have to worry about kicking people out of the camper. Back here in your bedroom area, you got your own little separate bedroom with its own entry door area. So you can put the kids to bed and then sneak back in here at night after you're done having a good night. So you have a closet on the right side over there, hanging closet. And then you also have some storage down below. Electric box with your breakers and fuses down on the side here, and then TV hookups on that wall there. So you can again put you a nice TV here. Big window on the rear of the RV that does open, along with the ones on the sides of the bed as well. You have electric outlets and USB charger ports on both sides of the bed. There's also another electric outlet on the rear wall. The bed changed up a little bit too. This is now a 66 by 78 Camper King mattress. So it is bigger than a queen, but it is smaller than a house king. But this is what they refer to as a Camper King for Salem and Salem Hemisphere, 66 inches wide. And then if you do the second air, or at least the 50 amp, it is prepped in this vent right here. So if you do the second air, this vent's taken out, the air's dropped in, and it blows out in here. If you don't do it and you just do the prepping, it's all pre-wired for it, and you get the vent, and then if you want to add a second air someday, you can. I guess depending on where you're located, if you're down in Florida or Texas, you're probably going to want that second air, but if you're up in Canada, you may not need it. So talk with your sales guy, depending on where you're at, what you might want. All right, we're gonna head outside. I wanna show you around the outside real quick. We'll be right back on the outside. All right, guys, we're back on the outside of the brand new 2023 Salem 36VBDS travel trailer here. We're gonna start here on the door side, kind of spin our way around. So first things up for the 2023 lineup, they changed exterior graphics and color of the metal. So they've went from a silver metal, which actually was this right over here. So they went from this silver, a little bit darker look, to this new look, Tell me down below in the comments, which do you think looks a little bit better? But you're basically white with a large blue stripe going down there, lower black metal. A little bit of storage area on the bottom. You've seen when we were inside under the bunk. And also the solar prep to the roof wiring is under here, is where it's wired to put your charge controller. And then you had little handles there for your JT StrongArm jacks and also for the manual override of the power tongue jack. Now this model has traditional hover style steps rated for 300 pounds. You obviously seen when we were inside the sliding patio door and then your traditional RV entry door in the back. There is a large folding entry handle at the sliding door. Just down below here, you have a gas line hookup, so you could plug in like a portable grill. And then also on the left, you have your 1.5-inch freshwater tank drain. So 1.5-inch version, so it dumps out a little bit faster. 6-gallon gas electric water heater. You can see here in the picture popping up, you have the electric switch for that in the lower left corner, 1.16" drain plug in the lower middle, pressure relief valve up top. Make sure you relieve the pressure before you try to drain it. 2 outside speakers here, the electric outlet and cable outlet here on the left. Then you have your furnace, freshwater tank gravity fill right here. And then up top, you have a stove exhaust as well. And you'll see those little stickers on the window there, talking about the heated enclosed underbelly with the removable underbelly panels. They're sectionalized panels, easier to work on in the future. And then you also have pre-wire for that King Dome stuff. And you can see back here on the back corner a little bit better, that JT StrongArm with the heavy duty scissor jack. That'll come down, touch the ground, and then you lock in that JT StrongArm to basically help keep it from rocking and rolling. It is a lot stronger and a little bit more stable than the traditional power jacks on some brands. Good cordless drill will zip those right on down. Now on the back, we have our spare tire and cover. This is technically an option, so if you're looking to purchase this, take it somewhere and park it, you don't have to get that spare. Saves you, I don't know, 150, 160 bucks or something. And then you have, again, traditional 4-inch square tube bumper. A lot of people store their dump hose in there. The unit is pre-prepped for that new Lippert Stow and Go ladder. So in the top right corner there, you can see that little black rectangle. That's basically where that ladder would attach to. That would allow you to get up onto your roof. Now, speaking of the roof, let's pop up a picture here real quick so you can see. Up there on the roof, you're gonna have your air conditioner, plumbing stack vents, skylight, different stuff up there, prepping for solar, things like that. You gotta get up there from time to time and maintain those seams and seals. So remember to do that. Get up there maybe twice a year, 3 times a year, whatever you're comfortable with, and just look that stuff over and make sure it's looking okay. If it's starting to crack open or anything, just basically buy the Dicor roof sealer, put it in a caulking tube, clean it off real good, fill in the cracks, do your thing. But definitely make sure you maintain your roof and your window seals and things like that. Very important for the life of an RV. Just above the Salem logo there, the unit is also pre-prepped for a Furrion observation camera. And that's a really cool feature to have if you are traveling with this thing. It allows you to see what's going on behind you when you drive down the road. Also, if you're backing into a campsite or something, you can see what's going on. Got that little monitor there to basically go in your truck and see what's happening. Coming around to this side, you can see both these slide outs. Again, we'll close those up here shortly. Both slide outs are prepped for these Soul Air slide toppers. So if that interests you, talk with your salesperson about that as well. But basically you could have little awnings that cover the tops of the room to help shade them, repel water, leaves, twigs, debris, things like that. So you don't have to worry about climbing up there and cleaning them off all the time. And again, repels a lot of water that way. Now just in front of this back slide here, we have some of our hookup stuff. So we have city water inlet here. We have our black tank flush. We have our 50 amp electric plug wire here. So basically this is a detachable power cord. And this cord stretches out, which is probably close to, let's say 25 feet, maybe 30. But you're right there somewhere close to that area. And down below, you have your low point hot and cold water drains, and then your gray and black tank dumps. The unit is a double axle unit, 4-wheel drum brakes, easy lube hubs. Big windows on this slide here. And you can see a nice rounded front, nice and sloped back, giving you a little bit better aerodynamics than the traditional flat front RV. And that also actually extends out that middle section, which is about the bed height, and allows them to push that mattress back into the nose a little further, giving you a few extra inches of room at the foot of the bed. So pretty smart idea. Now here on the corner, we have some informational stickers. We're gonna pop these up for you here real quick. The very first one is gonna be your main data sticker. And this has production date, VIN number, but most importantly here, it has the gross vehicle weight. That is the most you can load the RV up to, axle weight, hitch weight, everything combined. So do not exceed that information. Next is your unloaded vehicle weight, which tells you what the RV weighed when it rolled off the factory assembly line, and it also has the length on it as well. Next is your cargo carrying capacity sticker, basically telling you how much gear you can load into the RV before you exceed that first number, so don't exceed that. And last but not least, tire sticker. This tells you tire size, but most importantly here, we're talking tire pressure. Make sure you check your tire pressure before every trip. You know, you want that pressure to be just right. If it gets too low, it can't hold the weight of the RV properly, and it's more likely to blow out a tire. So keep up with that, very important. Now on around here to the front, we have power tongue jack. Does have an LED light built in. Has manual override, little foot pad down there, 2 5/16 hitch ball, heavy duty safety chains, has a 7-way Bargman wiring plug, and it's got a little holder for that as well. But that right there feeds all your running lights, your brakes, and everything. So make sure you have a brake control in your truck so that you can work the brakes of the RV properly. Just back in behind here, you have a battery disconnect to shut down the battery system. And then you have room for 1 or 2 batteries, depending on the size of the battery. It comes with 0 batteries from the RV maker, but it does come with 1 deep cycle interstate battery from Couch's RV Nation when you purchase from them. If you'd like a second one, talk with your salesperson about that. They'd be glad to go over pricing for stuff like that too. But overall, a nice new look for the Salem for 2023. Now we're gonna head back inside. I wanna show you what it looks like closed. We'll be right back on the inside. All right, folks, we're now back on the inside of the brand new 23 Salem here, and we are going to close her up for you. So when we are ready to close it up, we've got to come back in here to this section and do our big slide. The bedroom slide is going to be in the back. I'll show you that when we get back there. But right here, again, you seen that dimmer switch earlier, some light switches, water heater, gas, water pump, monitor panel, battery conditions, all that right here. Awning in and out button and slide button as well. So we are going to hit the button to bring the slide in. Now, before you bring the slide in, very, very important to make sure your floor is clean. You don't want any rocks, pebbles, kids' toys, anything in the way. The slide floor comes up a little bit. It's kind of a recessed flush floor. So this will come up a little bit of an angle, but if something's in the way, it will run it over. If you need to let off the button when you're going out or something and you want to check to go make sure you're not hitting a light pole or electric pole, water pole, whatever it might be at the campground, let off the button, run out, check it, and then come back in and roll it the rest of the way in. But overall, 12-volt power motor, rack and pinion slide system, simple and easy to use. They've been using this setup forever. on a lot of these RVs that's been around. Gosh, I've been in the business now 23, 24 years, something like that. And they've been doing the same slide system on a lot of RVs over the years. So it's definitely one of those units, one of those types of units that have been proven pretty well over the years. Now coming on up into the back bedroom here, we got the same kind of setup. We're gonna run this thing in and out. Again, make sure that floor is clean, very important. Again, don't forget to check out the folks at Couch's RV Nation, guys. They are one of the largest internet discount dealers in the country. Will definitely save you a lot of money on a new RV. So slide comes in right against the little cabinet area here. So you're not really getting into that. It's gonna block the closet a little bit. But I could squeeze in here to the bathroom area. And you could also go up there if you want to. But it is snug. So the skinnier you are, the better. Makes it a little tight for me. But overall, pretty simple to do. Run it right on in, right on out. The kids could probably squeeze in there. So if you're stopping at a rest area or something, they could probably go in there. You could go in your back door if you really wanted to. If you have the table down, you could easily step right over the table area here and get into there as well. So still fairly functional if you really need it to be closed up. But obviously, best thing is to have it nice and opened up. All right, thanks again for taking the time to watch my RV videos, guys. We're gonna be bumping out a bunch more 2023 product stuff as they roll in here. So keep an eye out. Thanks again.